Hey friends, Hattie here from Honeybee Stampers. I'm going live on a Wednesday. It is actually March 8th. I'm live for our happy hour with Honeybee Stampers. I hope you can join me. If you can't, this will be recorded and you can always, of course, watch the replay, or I will upload it to YouTube so you can watch it there. And if you are watching from YouTube, hello, welcome, thanks for stopping by. I have a fun project to share with you guys today, and it features this product here. So kind of features this product. It's actually more focused on Paper Pumpkin because we've got just a couple days before the Paper Pumpkin subscription ends for the month of March. So the 10th of the month is always the day that you can order the subscription for that month. And we've got a really cool surprise coming for next month in that you'll get a free stamp set. So I want to make sure that people don't miss out on the opportunity because we're going to be celebrating 10 years with Paper Pumpkin. So here is my Paper Pumpkin kit. So cute. This is typically how the kit looks, but next month we've got a really cute new box. And every once in a while, especially around the holidays, they'll kind of switch up the box and put a different design on it. But next month's is a beautiful box that has the 10-year like emblem or logo on there. But I'm going to show you what's in this kit. This is last month's kit. So this is the month of March, which means the 10th is when you can subscribe for. That's like the deadline. And then they start shipping them out after that. So then I'll get the March kit at the end of the month. So I got this at the end of last month, and I want to show you what is inside that kit. I'm going to show you the alternate samples that I created featuring some of the product in it. Now, my friend Keisha and I come together. Well, we don't do it together because she's actually way over on the other side of the state of the United States. But she actually creates a couple projects with the product that's in the kit, and I create a couple projects. And then what we do is we write a tutorial and we give it out to our Paper Pumpkin customers. So if you're a customer or a subscriber of mine, you will be getting that tutorial in the mail. The other thing that we also do is that we share a little kit that you can put together. So I'm going to put together the kit that I'm giving out to all my customers today. And I'm going to show you my other alternate, but then of course she's got her projects too. And I've seen her projects. They're really cute. One of them is a fun fold. So I'm excited for my customers to see that. Okay. So let's talk about this Paper Pumpkin kit really quick. And actually, before I forget, because I forgot last time I did my live, I want to share with you guys the host code for this month. Hold on a second. Okay, you always think you're prepared, but you never really are. Okay, so here's the host code for this month. It is 43NTXKTV. I had to borrow the T's from another set of letters, but that is the host code for this month. So if you place an order with me that's less than $150, definitely use that host code. And if it's over $150, you will be your own host, so you get free goodies as a host, and then I will be sending you my thank you gifts anyway. So here we go. This Paper Pumpkin kit doesn't come with all this stuff. I actually just dumped everything in here after I designed my project, but let me show you what does come in this kit. Okay, when you're a first-time subscriber, you're going to get a little block that pretty much looks like this. You're going to get this block. This is something you can reuse over and over again, so hang on to that. These are the ones that you can order from the catalog that are a little bit more ergonomically correct, so you guys can see the difference with that. This absolutely works, but I definitely have a love for these. So if you want something that's a little bit more ergonomically correct, order it from the catalog. You're going to get a stamp set, and this is the stamp set that came with last month's kit. Super cute with this little frog, some flowers, a kite. I'll be using all of these things. And you'll get a little flyer, of course. Well, this kind of tells you about the next month's kit. So that's something that they started doing in the kits that I love. You get a sneak peek for the next month's kit. So 10 years of growth. This is the new kit that's going to come out this month with the little 10-year emblem on the side there, and it's really pretty. You get a kit to make all of these projects. They're all cut and prepped for you, but I've actually put the cards together already, so you'll see that finished product. You're going to get some adhesives, some dimensionals here, and some glue dots. Oops, let me mute that. And then you're going to get a instruction book. So here's the instruction book, tells you all about it, all the things to do. It even gives you some alternate samples here. So those are even more samples that you can play with. But here are the projects. So they're really cute. We've got this one here. That's obviously peekaboo. You can do all kinds of things with this. Friends in any kind of weather. Isn't that cute? So there's that. And then this one here, another look through. There you go, with a little rainbow behind it. And this cute little duck, You Brighten My Day. And you'll get 3 of those. And then here's the last one. I love this one, so cute. So the cool thing is you'll get 9 cards total, and then of course 9 really pretty envelopes that you can coordinate with it. I've already given away one of the cards. But this is such a great thing to have in your stash, and then you've got this great stamp set to still work with. I personally love to put the kit together just as is. That's kind of my thing. A lot of people are super creative and they come up with some cute things. I like to just put it together as is, and then I work with whatever is left over in the kit or the stamp set by itself. So this particular kit, when they designed it, it was to coordinate. It's called Sunshines and Smiles Paper Pumpkin Kit. I don't know if the refills are available yet or not, because after the sales period, which this was for last month, they will sometimes release that, hey, we've got some refills, which means that you can get all the pieces, the consumable pieces, to create more of those cards. Or sometimes they'll have enough left over of the actual full kit where you'll get the stamp set and the ink spot as well. I forgot to show you the ink spot, but you got this cute little tiny Mango Melody ink spot. So the kit actually coordinated with this bundle right here, the suite of products. So it was the Playing in the Rain stamp set, and then the Playing in the Rain dies. Oh, here are the dies here. The dies are really cool, you guys. Now, these are sold out. I believe that they are going to be available again like mid-March. So in a few weeks, I'm assuming that this will come back into stock, so you'll be able to purchase this. But these go together very nicely. And then this right here, I've shown this before, but let me open this up and show you guys this amazing paper, because the paper is so cool. So we've got this page here, and it's got even some embossed clouds that you can see at the top. And here's the other side of that. And then you've got this page, and here's the other side. Look at that cool finish on there. It's kind of like a UV finish is what they've been calling it. And it's on the umbrellas. You can just either fussy cut. Let me see if the die's cut out in the umbrellas. Yeah, I think the die cuts out, like this die right here would cut out one of those smaller umbrellas. And the rest of them you may have to fussy cut. So there's that. Really cute. I've chopped this up. So that's the other side of that. But this is one of my favorite pages. Look at how cute these little animals are. Then you've got some raindrops here, again with that same shiny finish. They keep calling it a UV finish. I'm not familiar with that, but that's what I've heard it called. So I always just consider it an embossed finish, but very cute. Look at that page. There's the other side there. And then we've got this again. We've shown those. This side, and then these are just some raindrops, also with that finish. And then, of course, I've chopped this up. Okay, so super cute. Now let me show you the alternate samples that I created. So the first sample that I want to share with you is this one. So this one I use primarily the stamp set and one of the new embossing folders that you guys have got to get your hands on. So we've got some online exclusives now, and they're only available where you can see them online. They're not going to come out in any kind of publication or anything like that. And I will tell you that some of it's already sold. Like some items have sold out, probably will come back into stock. But I will tell you, these embossing folders, they come in a set of 3. Don't miss out on those, because if you do, you'll have to wait for them to either come back in stock or you just miss out completely. And then here's my second card. 2 super bright and fun cards. And you'll see that I got this little guy right here out of the Designer Series paper. I'll show you a little trick with this one in just a minute. So for this card, this is the card that we're going to put together tonight. It is a fun, cute little fun fold. Let me get all my pieces here. Okay. All right, I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and I'm just going to take this piece of cardstock and score it because I just realized I hadn't scored it yet. And let me make sure it's measured correctly. Looks like it. Okay. Fold that in half and set that to the side. So I took a piece of some basic white cardstock and I already ran it through that folder. Let me see if I have those folders in front of me because I want to show them to you so you don't, so you don't miss out on them. So here is the online exclusive. I will tell you this is on low inventory and it is beautiful. You don't want to miss this one. It's called Hello Irresistible. I did a project sharing this, I think a couple Wednesdays ago, and it is really cute. This right here, the dies are on low inventory, which means they'll probably sell out pretty soon. But the stamp set is fantastic. These actually have sold out. These are the little gems that coordinate with it. But this right here, the basic 3D embossing folders, they're these. These come in a set of 3 and they're fantastic. So one creates these little bubbles or these little dots. One creates this, I don't know what to call this, little stars or something like that. I don't know. It's really cute. And then this one's my favorite. I love this one. I will be using this a ton on a ton of projects because it just adds whatever that little bit is that you need, it adds it. So it's down here, 3D embossing folders. The item code is 161598. It's $30. Don't miss it, you guys. Okay, so I ran that through that one of those embossing folders. We'll put that layer on there. And then this is some of the paper from that paper pack that I just shared with you. So you got the little raindrops on one side, and then you've got this pretty bright color here on the other side. This is Flirty Flamingo. And then let's see here. This is from our Stitch Shapes. Did I say that right? This is from our Stylish Shapes. I knew something was off by that. So the Stylish Shapes dies, you guys will see me grabbing for that over and over and over again. I love it. So I just took one of the squares here, and what I'm going to do, let me grab the stamp set. I start throwing stuff around on my table and I can't find anything. Okay, especially when it's right in front of my face. So here's the stamp set again. We're going to take the little flowers here. Now, every month it seems like, and I don't know if they'll have a add-on for this kit that's coming up or not, but they always have an add-on that you can buy, whether they be cute little boxes or all kinds of stuff. So this time they actually allowed you to add on a set of dies. Now the dies sold out pretty quick. So they were called Sunshine and Smiles dies. There were only $6 to add this on, and I hope you guys did. If you didn't, it's no big deal. They did sell out, but these are the 2 dies that come with it, and they die cut out the flowers. So it just saves you on time. Die cuts the flowers and it die cuts the little frog. Now the thing I love about die cuts is that it gives you this nice beveled edge and like a perfect border around your image, and it just makes things a lot faster versus fussy cutting, which you can absolutely just fussy cut. But for this project, we're not going to be cutting out the flowers. We're just going to be stamping. So I will tell you, if you're a subscriber, Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, you are going to get like all of these pieces. I'm just sticking these all together. You're going to get them like this, where they're not done. This card is not done for you, but even if you don't have this stamp set, you can actually use something that you already have. But most likely, if you're a subscriber of mine, you already have this stamp set, so you can just put this card kit together. Okay, so here we go. We're going to stamp this cute little row of flowers. Oh, ooh, I almost messed up that quick. Before I stamp the flowers, let me put the sentiment down. So I'm going to do wishing you sunshine and smiles. The other sentiments on here were you brighten my day, friends in any kind of weather, all great sentiments. So I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to ink up the sentiment in, this is Granny Apple Green. I just love all these bright colors. I'm just going to stamp it right down at the bottom. Our Paper Pumpkin kits always come with photopolymer stamps so you can see right through it, which I love. And then we'll ink this up. I'm going to stamp right there. Okay. And then course, I don't have any cleaner here, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp I was going to just stamp like part of the flowers, but the frog will cover up some of it. Well, let me just wipe off this. That's fine. There. Our little froggy will cover up some of, well, most of that. Okay, I'm dragging my feet here. There we go. Okay, so you see how that just stamped the 2 flowers instead of the 3, right? And then with the great thing, you could actually just die cut this little frog out if you wanted to, right? Or if you have the dies, you can die cut that little frog out first. And then the great thing about the photopolymers, you can see through it. So I'm going to do my best to try to just stamp right on that die cut. I got to put my head in the way here. Can't get over the top of it like I want to, but that's pretty much what I was trying to accomplish. There we go. Now we're going to use some Stampin' Blends because that's always fun. We're going to color, let's see here. We'll color this little guy. Our Stampin' Blends make it so easy to color without having a bunch of streaks. Let me color the center of that flower. That was our Mango Melody. And then we're going to bring in this is Flirty Flamingo to coordinate with the paper. Okay. And then I'll grab our Granny Apple Green and just hit those leaves with some green. We're also going to color our Froggy Granny Apple Green to tie him in. He's really cute. So I've got both the light and the dark. This is how our blends come, light and dark. So let's start with the light. I'm just going to color his little tummy in. There. And then we'll color the rest of this guy. Green, he's so cute. I'm not a fast colorer. And if you go outside the lines, you could always, of course, use your color lifter to clean it up a little bit. Okay, good enough, right? All right, now what we'll do, I'm going to show you guys a trick too to changing the color of our ribbon. But we're going to add him on to our square here with some of our dimensionals. If I can pick them up, there we go. And I'm going to have him cover up this flower. There, I knew he would. Okay, so there's that. Very cute. Now I want to add this piece on. This is that Designer Series paper. Add some adhesive to it. We're just going to stick it in the center. And then I grabbed this Granny Apple Green strip, and I wanted to add that to the card as well to kind of tie in that color. So I grabbed our white ribbon. So we sell this white ribbon. It's called, what is it called? It is the Crinkle Seam Binding Ribbon, and it's really light and fun. And you can actually use that absolutely to tie a bow around it and make a really cute bow. That would work. But I thought it would be fun to change the color of the ribbon, and you can do that with any color using our Stampin' Blends. So let me we'll grab this block right here. And then I'll take our Flirty Flamingo ink, and I'll take it from the larger side there. And then I'm just going to kind of brush some ink on it. Grab a piece of that, and then you can just pull. Oops, I can't get it flat. So, and it dries really quickly because this is an alcohol-based marker. So I'm just kind of pulling that along. Of course, I could have made it green if I wanted to, any color. going to keep going because I want to demonstrate this whole card because the people who are going to get it, this will be a little video tutorial for them, even though you will get step-by-step instructions as well for my subscribers. So let's add a little bit more. Is that enough, you think? Maybe just a little more. Now you will see that I am staining the acrylic block that I'm painting this on. And in order to get it off, you do need to just use some rubbing alcohol to get it off, because just regular soap and water doesn't work, or it doesn't work for me at least. Something I noticed about this ribbon after you color it is it loses its texture. It becomes a little bit more crinkly, a little bit more rough. Okay, we'll say that that's good enough, right? Okay, that's good enough. And it's pretty much dry for the most part. We'll set that ribbon to the side. I always have a spool of that ribbon available. So you see how it's got a little bit of that pink on there. You can just scrub it with some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and it's good to go. Okay, so, wow, I think I colored plenty of this. So for this fun ribbon, what I did was I wrapped this around, kind of found the ends to make it even, right, like that. And then we'll just kind of tie a knot. I always like to use my bone folder as that third finger to help me out. We'll just tie this little knot here, then we're not fighting with this ribbon. Slide the bone folder out and then make that ribbon nice and taut. There we go. Now what I do is I take, we'll go ahead and shift this over to the side where I want it to be. And I'm going to take 2 little loops here. And we're going to tie a little bow. Just like that. And then I want to pull that bow, make it a little bit smaller. Let's see. Get it just the size that I want it. There. I think that's good. Okay. And then we will tie another bow with some of the leftover. So you see we've got that first bow there, and then we're going to take and make another bow. Right over the top of it. Okay, pull that tight. And then of course, like I said, you can adjust it so that the little bow is the size that you want it to be. Let me see, where is that one? It won't let me pull it tight. Okay. So that one's that one, this one's this one. Okay, here we go. There we go. I don't want it to be too big. Okay, now we're gonna take another and make another bow. This is a bit fussy of a bow, but I just think it's just so cute and different. Okay. I need to hold that knot so when I pull it, it doesn't just unravel completely. There, that was better. Hold the knot. Okay, and then, should we do one more bow? Let's try. Let's try one more bow and see how it looks. Wrap that around. So if you're ever making a bow, like a homemade bow, I'm sure there's probably an easier way to do it, but this would be a fun way to do it as well. Okay, that went way too big. Okie dokie. Let me pull that a little bit. And then we're going to snip off the ends. Snip off that end. Okay. Now we've got that big fussy bow right there. So cute to me. We're going to take the piece that we had stamped earlier, which is right here. Okay. And we are going to move that bow so he's not on our little froggy's face. We're going to add him on with some dimensionals. Okay, take those off. Okay, and we'll just center it right there. Let me push that bow around a little bit. Okay, just like that. And then we've got this cute little stamp on here. So let me pull that off. And I didn't grab that pink, but I got it right behind me. So this is a Flirty Flamingo. We're going to just cut this out. Let me see, grab some scrap paper here. So I believe there is a die to cut this out as well, but I'm just, because it's so easy, I'm just going to fussy cut it. So I just stamped it right there. And I left my scissors. Let's see if I have a pair behind me. Yay, I do. Okay, so we're just going to make some nice, pretty much straight lines. And fussy cut out this cute little kite. I used to have my paper pumpkin, and I still do have a ton of them just piled sky high because I wasn't doing them. And now I've got them kind of on a schedule where when they come in, I will put them together. I enjoy doing that. Watch a little Netflix or something, put my paper pumpkin kit together, and then I'm able to design some alternate samples so that I can share them with my customers. Okay, so part of the stamp set also has this little kite string. So I'm going to grab that kite string, and I'm just going to ink up a portion of it. Okay, don't need a whole lot of it, and I'm just going to stick it right there. Okay, and we will add this kite on with the dimensional here. I'm just going to put the dimensional right here, and we'll put the kite over it. Then I know that the dimensional isn't going to be too far. There. Okay, there's that. Now let's add it to our card base. Oopsie. Sometimes that happens with this adhesive. It'll tear my cardstock because it's so strong. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can, let me grab this. Sometimes this helps if you take a silicone mat and you try to get it going that way. Nope. There we go. So that's unfortunate. It's just a very strong adhesive, and so it'll tear my paper up sometimes. So what I do is I'll peel that part off, and then I'll get it going again with a silicone mat so that it's that sticky part, and then I'll try it again. Oh. All right. If you guys have issues with that, let me know. You can also use our green glue, which is like super easy to use as well, as long as you don't use too much of it. And we'll stick that on like that. Okay, now for the inside of the card, I actually didn't design anything for the inside, but that's always fun to do. So I'm just going to stamp a little bit on here. Since the sentiment says, wishing you sunshine and smiles, let's take this little sun here. And I've got some Mango Melody ink, which coordinates with it. Ink that up. Let's stick it in the middle, right there. And we've got a little sentiment that says hello in the stamp. This is one that we didn't use in our project, so now's a good time to use it. That sun is so cute. We'll just stamp hello right in the center. So cute. Okay, so that'll go on the inside of our card. And then to finish the card off, so here, when I put the cards together that I showed you earlier, these were the leftovers. So you get some embellishments here, right? And then you get, these are the pieces that I used on the cards, but they had one each left over. So how great is this? You can absolutely use these to put on other projects that you create. The only reason I didn't use them is because I don't have enough to give to all my subscribers, and I want to make sure I gave them something that I could kind of mass produce, right? So there's that. I guess I could have given them this kit with like one of those and just said, use one of yours from your kit. That would have made sense. Okay, so we'll grab these little embellishments here and we'll decorate our front of our card. Let's put this one down here. Do something different. Okay, there we go with a little zhuzhed up fussy bow. I think it's so cute. That's just so different to me. So there is the sample that I will be giving the card kit of this to be able to put together to my subscribers. So make sure that you subscribe by the 10th of this month, or also, if you are somebody who's like not wanting to actually go on and subscribe, you can always let me know that you want a kit and I can add an extra kit to my order. The only thing is you do have to pay for shipping it to you. So then that's like an extra cost. But some people don't want to get on and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And so that's an option. So make sure you reach out to me by the 10th so that I know to add that extra kit on for you. The tutorial for this project will be included for all my subscribers and then also for my team, the Beehive. All right, let me show you just a little trick with this other card here. And then I'm going to talk to you about some events that I have going on at the end of this month. So for this card, I just wanted to show you, first of all, this is this cute little guy from the paper. He's so cute. So here's this. The only reason I didn't make this the gift that I send everybody is that there was no way I was going to have enough turtles. I did take and make this guy out of a half of a turtle here and a half of a turtle here. I was just darned if I like wasted that turtle, but I've got 1, 2, 3. So you essentially can get 3 turtles to a sheet. And then let me see how many of these guys. 1, 2, you can get 3 of those full ones. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's so cute. That little bunny. You can get several of those. So what I did was I just cut him out. Well, actually I die cut both pieces and I glued them together because there's a die cut for this. There's a die cut actually for these as well. And I used that one embossing folder that I said kind of reminded me of a star to create that background. And this again is the Stylish Shapes dies with the little stitching around it. Love those. I cut up some paper for that. So for the top of this card, I just wanted to show you what I did. And then I thought about this after I made that sample. But we've got a punch in the catalog that's still available to order. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it's this one. It's a cloud punch. So that's still available to order, and we'll just punch out one of these clouds here. I'm going to use this cloud as a template. Okay, so when you are creating this card, for those of you who want to recreate it, you're going to take a blending brush and let's see, where did I do with my blue blending brush? Every single time. I think it's, nope, that's green. Oh. Okay, well, I'll have to grab another one. Anyways, so you're going to take a blending brush and you're going to blend. Oh, we'll just use this one. We'll use this one. I think it's got a little bit of green on it. Good enough. Okay, so you'll take the Balmy Blue ink. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sun so I can kind of avoid that area. And you probably don't have clouds when you have the sun out. But we'll just say for this card you do. We'll make them little faint clouds. But what you could do is take your blending brush, stamp off a little bit, and then you can start to blend like this. And then move your cloud over a little bit. And then move it down a little bit more over here. And then let's do a little cloud over here. And then we'll add a little bit of blue at the top there. And then if you want, you can kind of finish off with a little blue. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference there. But with this card, I just added the blue at the top to make it a blue sky. And with this one, you add a little bit of dimension by using that cloud punch and moving it down all over the place. You could actually do a couple of them if you wanted to, a couple punched out clouds and kind of move them and shift them around. So I just thought that would be such a cool addition. Like I said, I don't know if there's clouds in the sky when there's the sun out. Maybe a little bit, maybe not, I don't know. So there's that. So super fun alternate samples for this paper pumpkin kit that we got last month. I will be doing alternate samples with the new kit. Let me tell you a little bit more about this new kit that's coming out. So we've got celebrating 10 years, like I said, of Paper Pumpkin. They came out with this all-inclusive kit 10 years ago, and initially the kits were not that great. But now I promise you guys, the kits are adorable. They're so cute. It's so nice to have just one little box of items, and look at all these great cards that you can use. Okay, so whenever I pay my rent for my studio that I rent, I always give it the rent check in a Paper Pumpkin card, or usually a card that I make, but usually Paper Pumpkin, because it's just so cute to share that. So there's that. I don't remember them saying that there's going to be an add-on for this, but I know that there's a really beautiful stamp set, and I'll share some pictures of that actual stamp set that you'll get for free. And I'm so glad that we're getting it, because I actually was chatting with the owner of Plant Haven here in Sumter, and I'll be sharing some cards for her to sell. And they will be like plant themed, and she's got a really cute store, plant themed. And then she's going to also be at the new coffee shop here in Sumter as well on Boltman Drive. And so I'll be sharing cards there, and there'll be coffee and plant themed. So anyways, the new stamp set that you're going to get for free with this kit is beautiful plants. So the theme of this kit is actually like, it's all occasion. So the stamp set that you're getting for free that has the plant theme also has like a happy Easter sentiment on there and a couple other things like that. Glad that we're friends, something along those lines. You'll see it. And then the stamp set that comes with this kit, we don't know what it is yet because it's a surprise, but I know that it has just sentiments that help you to thank those who help you grow in whatever area. So you're celebrating people. Let's see if it actually just says happy greetings, organic and botanical designs. The free gift I talked about already. So this kit is going to have the supplies to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 different designs. And of course, coordinating envelopes. You're going to get an all occasion stamp set to celebrate happy moments and recognize the people in your life that help you grow. That's way better wording than what I just tried to explain. The ink spot that you're going to get, so you always get a little tiny ink spot, is polished pink. So last month it was Mango Melody, this color, which I love. And this month is going to be polished pink. So you can keep growing your little collection there. And then we talked about the free stamp set. So this, if you were to go online and get this, I'm going to leave my link so you can go and check it out and subscribe. I think it's $23.50 to be able to get that. And I think that includes shipping and all that. So that's it. Now, if you were to order it from me, you would have to pay that plus shipping to you. So like if you didn't want to go online and subscribe and you wanted to say, hey, Hattie, can you get me an extra kit? It would be that amount plus shipping to you. And I don't know how much shipping to you would be, but I would try to make it as cheap as possible. So there's that. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about the end of this month. I've got some classes on the schedule. So the last Saturday of this month, which I believe is the 25th of March, is Sweet and Simple card class. So that is where you get to make 6 projects, Sweet and Simple cards, always cute, featuring different product that's available. When you come to my studio, you actually get an ordering incentive. So if you wanted to place an order at that time, you would get that. The other thing I wanted to mention is I'm trying on that Saturday, I'm going to have the Sweet and Simple card class at 10 a.m. That's kind of typical for that class. And then in the afternoon at 4 p.m., we are going to have our class that we call Kits and Cards. So imagine like a bingo class with stamping, but it's a little bit different. So we do play a game that results in gift certificates towards Stampin' Up! Product. And it's really fun. You're going to get adorable gratitude kit to create there at that event. But last time we did this, I had a friend of mine, my sweet Franny, who couldn't make the 10 a.m. class for Sweet and Simple, but she did come during the kits and cards and put those cards together. And so since I'll already have all the bins set out and everything, if you can't make the 10 a.m. one, you can actually come during kits and cards. You'll just sit over on a different side of the studio and put those cards together. So hopefully that gets you excited to come and craft. If you're not local to me, you of course can do both of these options to go. And when I share the registration for that, you will see how to do just that. And I'm going to try something new on the 31st of the month, which is a Friday. I'm going to host my very first Honeybee Hangout. So I've been talking about this for a really long time, and now we're going to do it. So Honeybee Hangout, I'm going to bring this back in case anybody missed the host code. Honeybee Hangout is where you would, it's $25 and you will get a little product credit to use at the studio. But you come and you get a half of a table, and the time is a little bit weird this time because of how my schedule worked out, but it'll be from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. We'll be at the studio on that Friday night creating. So you can bring any projects that you want. We just had spring stamp camp, so I know a bunch of you did not finish your spring stamp camp projects. There were too many to finish. You can bring your spring stamp camp stuff, and then I'll have other classes here, like past classes and stuff with the stamp sets that you can borrow, and you can purchase those classes and put those together, or just bring anything that you want to work on. So it doesn't have to just be paper crafting. It could be anything. If you want to catch up on some cross stitching or some crocheting, or if you're into planners like me and you want to do some paper planning, you can bring all your paper planning, stickers, pens, markers, and all that kind of stuff, and spend that time kind of planning out your summer or the rest of your year, or however you want to do it. So I'm excited about that event. You will see registration for that popping up really soon. Of course, space is limited, so if you want to sign up for that, please do as soon as possible. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed those alternate samples and those little tips and tricks, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good night. Bye-bye.